This is the video review for Transformers Power Core Combiners. This is the set of Crankcase and the Destrons. I had him for a little bit now. Crankcase is a repaint of the single pack Huffer, and it was just repainted in these awesome colors and became a commander. He's taking drones from, just like every other Power Core Combiner, two different sets. You know, two from one set and two from another. One leg and one arm. So, pretty cool. Let me just set the drones off to the side. So here he is. Like I said, he's just a repaint of Huffer. So, you know, pretty much exactly the same, exactly the same mold-wise, but color-wise, I think the colors are amazing. So, to transform him, what you want to do is just fold these down, pop this out. And you want to come over here, just unpeg everything here. It takes a bit of force to get the arms to separate. There you go. Separate, they fold out here and snap into place. Like that. You fold the arms down. That, down and around, fold the arms and fold up the head, separate the feet, and there you have Crankcase in his robot mode. So, articulated shoulders, they're on ball joints, ball jointed elbows, they bend two ways at the elbow, ball jointed head, can rotate 360 at the leg. Can rotate many ways at the leg, can bend at the knee, actually can turn at the knee, no foot articulation. So, to get him into his commander mode, what you want to do is take the legs here, fold them down, like so, and fold out the blue pieces, the blue pegs. Fold that out, snap that into place. Take the hands, fold them up, and then there's these little pegs on the arms, little peg holes in the arms that peg into the pegs on his chest, like so. Fold this head down. You want to come over here and fold up the blue pegs here. Then you want to come back here, fold up the head, and fold that forward. Then you can take the missile carrier drone, as it says, and just plug it in. This one does get stuck, so I like to give it a little bit of a boost, so to speak. And fold that down. Then you want to take the spy plane drone from the Aerial Bots set. Fold that down, snap it into place. Then you want to take the assault vehicle drone here and fold that and plug it in. Oops. The aerial bot drone, the spy plane fell off. Yeah, see, some of the parts is actually as sturdy as this figure itself is. It does have a tendency to have some of the stuff pop out if you're connecting stuff a different way, and this one has the most trouble of staying on, in my opinion. But it stays on well. Then you would just want to fold this backward. And you want to plug in the final drone, the attack helicopter drone, and this is honestly the most troublesome one for me. There we go, because it normally doesn't want to peg in. So then you can get him to stand. I gotta fix my camera too on this. And there you have Crankcase and the Destrons all morphed up into the big bad robot mode. So very cool figure. I do not have any combined Power Core Combiners to show you right now. I do have the Protectobots with me, but they aren't combined. But very cool figure. Honestly, I only have 3 of the Power Core sets. I have the Double Clutch and the Rally Bots, which the looseness of the joints have bothered the crap out of me, so I'm not even going to bother reviewing him. And then I have this guy and the Protectobots. all three sets are pretty decent. I've grown to like double clutch, but there's a few problems that there's problems on actually all of them, but I think there's no problems with Crankcase and the Destrons here. I think next to Steam Hammer and Grimstone, if they turn out to be as good as they look, and I will have their reviews up soon. I don't have them in hand, but I will soon. But if those two pan out to be the way I think they will, then this guy will fall third seat, third chair, whatever you want to say, to those two. And Grimstone and the Steam Hammer, and Grimstone and the Dinobots and Steam Hammer and the Constructicons will be my two favorite, with this guy in a close third. This guy's very cool. I do find that the blue on the shoulder and a little bit of the blue on the leg, that it doesn't look like they match. The blues are the blue on this leg's a little darker. It looks the same from the camera view, but it looks darker on this one than it does on this. And I just can't see a Decepticon having that much of a light blue on him. It looks like it kind of looks like almost a little lighter version of the Allspark blue. But that's just my stupid complaint. I know there's been a few Decepticons that do have that shade of blue on it, but I've never really cared for it. So articulation-wise, with them being on the joints, they can rotate, but it's a little tight, and it does have a tendency when I do that to pop out this one. The head is on a ball joint. I really love the head sculpt. It looks like it can be a good guy, and it looks like it can be a bad guy. So I think that worked out very well for this mold. The legs, honestly, I think this is one of the sturdier of the Power Core combiners. Double Clutch and the Protectobots both don't stand very well. Double Clutch just because of the looseness of the joints. That was the problem with a lot of the early Power Core combiners. That's why I will not be picking up the first two sets and anything really earlier than these guys anymore, than Wave 3 anymore. But I think overall Hasbro did a really good job on this guy. I really am not gonna get just saying because I collected the big sets here, I'm gonna start collecting all the Power Core combiners. I'm not gonna be a big Power Core combiner guy. I will be getting the Stunticons, Spastic, if they're gonna change the name due to the stupid United Kingdom rights issue. The offensive issue that they've been having. They say they're gonna rename it on one site, and they say they're not going to on the other. On another, so I don't know. But one way or another, whether it's Spastic or Drag Strip or something, I'm going to get them. So, for size comparison, I don't have anything really, I don't have any regular, figures, but I do have an animated figure. I have animated, Rodimus Minor with me. So you can see that Rodimus goes up to about the top of his chest up here. So this Power Core combiners, they look tall from the pictures and stuff, but when I first got one, I was like, man, these are small, because I thought Scout class figure plus about Scout size vehicles, you're going to get about a deluxe. So that's just they really didn't put two and two together. But so overall, I do recommend this set highly. I'm sorry if all I did was just jab on and talk in this video, but this guy, there's just not much to say about him, other than the fact that it's a really good figure, and I do recommend him. I got him and the Protectobots for $20 on Black Friday. It was a Friday-Saturday sale. They were $10 instead of $15 or $20, whatever they were going to be. So, and also back to articulation, the legs. I really like the articulation on the legs. It can bend it can bend at the knee. And then it can bend up here, where it's not even supposed to really bend, I don't think. And then it can bend at the hip, obviously. No waist articulation, that's just because Crankcase didn't have any. So, there you guys have it. A very nice Power Core combiner, a very good upgrade from some of the early ones, I think. So, there you have him. Transformers Power Core combiners, Crankcase with the Destrons.